What if the secret to a long, healthy life wasn't some modern breakthrough, but an ancient blueprint? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest systems for holistic healing. And our guide for this journey is an ancient Sanskrit text, the Astanga Hridayam. Think of it as the original instruction manual for living well. So, let's get into it. You know, the story of Ayurveda doesn't start with some big scientific discovery. It actually starts with a prayer. This quote tells us everything. It all began with this deep, fundamental quest for long life, a search for relief from suffering. The ancient sages saw people were struggling, and they developed this incredible system to help humanity not just survive, but truly thrive. Okay, so what's the big idea here? What's it all about? It really boils down to this one crucial point. Health isn't just about not being sick. In Ayurveda, real health is a dynamic state of equilibrium, a perfect balance between your body, your mind, and even the world around you. It's when that balance gets thrown off that disease starts to creep in. All right, so to really get a handle on this idea of balance, we've got to talk about the building blocks. Ayurveda teaches that everything in the universe, and I mean everything, including you and me, is governed by three fundamental energies, or life forces. These are known as the doshas. So let's meet them. First up, we have Vata. Think of Vata as the energy of movement. Anything that moves, Vata is behind it. It's made up of space and air, which kind of makes sense, right? That's why its qualities are dry, light, and cold. In your body, Vata is responsible for everything from your breathing and your blood circulation to the very thoughts firing across your brain. Next, there's Pitta. This is the energy of metabolism and transformation. It's made of fire and water, so naturally its qualities are hot, sharp, and a little bit oily. Pitta is basically your inner fire. It's the force that digests your food, keeps your body temperature just right, and even helps you digest new ideas and experiences. And rounding out our trio, we have Kapha. This is the energy of structure and lubrication, made from earth and water. Its attributes are cool, heavy, and oily. Kapha is what gives our bodies their substance and stability. It lubricates our joints, keeps our skin moist. You could say it's the glue that holds us all together. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. These energies aren't just static. They actually follow a natural rhythm every single day. So in the morning, for example, from about 6 to 10 a.m., Kapha energy is dominant. That's why we might feel a little slower, a bit more steady when we first wake up. Then, Pitta peaks right in the middle of the day, which is when our digestive fire is at its strongest, perfect for lunch. Later in the afternoon, Vata rises, often bringing a burst of creativity and movement. And this whole cycle just repeats overnight, tuning our bodies to the clock of nature. So, what do we do with all this knowledge? How do we use it? Well, Ayurveda gives us a practical blueprint called Dinacharya, which basically means the daily regimen. This is a whole set of practices designed to align our lifestyle with these natural rhythms of the doshas, helping us keep that all-important balance. And this leads us to a really powerful question. The Astanga Hridayam basically suggests that our simple, consistent daily actions, like when we wake up, what we eat, how we move our bodies, are actually our most powerful form of medicine. It's all about prevention through routine. So what does this ideal morning actually look like? Well, it starts with waking up before the sun, during that Vata time of day, which is said to promote mental clarity. From a modern perspective, this actually aligns our bodies with the natural cortisol spike that helps us wake up. Then come different cleansing practices, including a self-massage with warm oil called Abhyanga, which is amazing for calming the nervous system. The routine wraps up with exercise to build strength and get your energy flowing. You're basically front-loading all these great self-care decisions, which helps cut down on decision fatigue later in the day. And get this, just to show you how incredibly detailed this text is, when it's talking about teeth cleaning, the Astanga Hridayam specifies that the twig you use for brushing, which was the original toothbrush, should be exactly 12 inches long and have a certain taste, like pungent or bitter. A fascinatingly precise instruction from thousands of years ago. Okay, you knew we had to get to this, right? No wellness system is complete without talking about diet. And in Ayurveda, food is not just fuel. It's one of the main tools we have to either create balance in our bodies or, well, to cause imbalance. But here's the thing. Instead of focusing on carbs, proteins, and fats, Ayurveda categorizes food by these 6 tastes, or rasas. The whole idea is that a perfectly balanced meal will have a little bit of each of these tastes. When you get all 6, it satisfies your body on a really deep level and helps ensure you're getting a wide range of nutrients. And here's how it all works in practice. The text explains a very simple principle. Like increases like. So to balance out a dosha, you need to introduce the opposite qualities. For example, we know kapha is naturally heavy and oily. So to pacify it or calm it down, you'd want to eat foods that are light, dry, and astringent, like honey. And you'd want to go easy on the heavy, oily foods like milk and curds, because those would just increase it. Make sense, right? So with all these routines and dietary guidelines, what's the ultimate goal? It's not about achieving some rigid state of perfection. It's really more about a continuous journey of self-awareness, making small daily adjustments to maintain your own unique state of balance. This quote from the text is just so powerful. It's a huge reminder that health is truly holistic. You simply cannot separate the physical from the mental. According to Ayurveda, both your body and your mind can hold on to disease, and so you have to care for both of them to find real well-being. So, if there's one big takeaway here, it's this. The entire system, from the daily routine to the food choices, is all designed for one primary reason. The aim is to keep your doshas in their natural, balanced state. Because when they're in balance, they promote growth. But when they get aggravated, that's when they cause destruction and disease. And this really brings us to our final thought. The Astanga Hridayam presents the body and mind as vessels, like containers. So this ancient wisdom, thousands of years old, is ultimately asking us a very modern and a very personal question. What are you choosing to fill your vessel with today?